Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the daily read for all signs for Monday, the 18th of May 2020. I hope you're doing well. If you'd like a private read, it's still a weekend. When I'm publishing this, it's still a weekend, just in America. Not the weekend in Thailand anymore, but because it's still a weekend in America when this is published, that half price sale will still be on. It's on your next steps reading. It's on my your next steps reading this weekend. And so if you haven't booked one of those already this weekend, you're going to want to book in for one of those while it's still on that special offer, that special half price offer. I'll pop a link up there. So it makes it 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35, 40 American dollars. This is the last time it will be such a low price. I will continue the half price reading sales at the weekends, but my prices will be going up next month. So this is the last time this particular reading will be that low. So jump on it. Jump on it. Let's see what's the energies for today. I'm having to move closer to the camera because the sun's getting my back. Getting friendly with you all. Oh, we've got risk taking again. This came up a few days ago. Making decisions, taking the risk. Right, so it's a decisive day today. Good Monday energy, right? Monday morning. Decide what you're going to do. What are your goals for the week? What is it you want to achieve? Does it feel risky? Good. If it feels risky, that shows that you're pushing yourself forward, you're moving out of your comfort zone. There really aren't any risks. There aren't any risks because the universe always supports us no matter what. Always supports us in any decision that we make, whether we want to turn left or right, whether we want to go out with that person or that person, whether we want to do this business or that business, whether we want to get that job or that job. The universe always supports us. It doesn't say we can always have it, but it's supporting us of what's best for us. And so there is no turns that you can take that are wrong. There's no decisions that you can make that are wrong. But saying that, you need to make good decisions for you. So you're the one in charge. You're the one with free will. You get to make the decisions. You get to make those choices. So don't sit back and let the universe make the choices for you. If you've got like a random focus like that and you're not making good decisions for yourself, the universe is just going to manifest randomness towards you. You need to get focused on something and go, okay, I'm going to go for this. Even if you don't know the action to take toward it or how you're going to get there. Just the decision that I'm going to do it. Yeah? Decision like, I'm going to pay off this debt before I get out of lockdown. That's what I said. I had credit card debt and I don't have it anymore because a few weeks ago when lockdown started, I said, I'm going to pay off my debt by the end of lockdown. We're still in lockdown. I've paid off all my debt. Isn't that awesome? I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't need to know how I was going to do it. I just made that decision. So you make a decision that's right for you, the universe backs you up, yeah? No matter what that decision is, you make it, the universe backs it up. We can make bad decisions for ourselves. We get consequences, we learn from those consequences. That might seem risky. You might want to only make a decision and have some guarantees that it's just going to give you what you want, that it's just going to come up with rewards, that there won't be any lessons. Well, you can't, because everything has a lesson in it. Everything has a lesson in it. There's always light and dark. There's always balance in everything. There's no one job. There's no one relationship. There's not one particular thing that you can choose that doesn't have the light and the dark. So there must always be a challenge to it because you're a constantly evolving being. There has to be, and you wouldn't want it any other way. And so if you are thinking, I don't want any lessons or challenge, I don't want to learn anything from this, I don't want this to be a dark side of it, I don't want this to be a negative side of it at all, you're not being realistic. Then things will feel risky to you, but you're not being realistic because everything and everybody has a dark side. And when you learn to love that and just accept it, life gets a whole lot easier. There are no true risks, so you make the decisions that are best for you. And this is like, make your decisions for now. You know, what do you want to achieve this week? Make a strong decision like that. As I said, you don't need to know how you're going to get there. Just make a strong decision and you'll head toward it. The universe will back you up. Always does. Always, always. Lessons and challenges for today. Innocent growth. Heart opening to our innocence again. This is like lessons and challenges could be in relationships, as in romantic relationships today. Our path to emotional growth is in our vulnerabilities. It's in our heart opening when it wants to close down. We want to protect our hearts. We don't want to open up. This could be around communication problems in relationships today. It's a growth path. It's a way in which your higher self wants you to grow. And so I'm just thinking, like, for me, it would be communication. I'm not brilliant at emotional communication yet. I'm getting better at it. I'm better than I was. Oh my God. I'm leagues ahead of where I was years ago. But yeah, whatever your growth path is, know you're innocent in that, but it still could be challenge. It's your challenge and your lesson today is to be open to love more, be open to being loved more, be emotionally open, have your heart wide open instead of listening to that fearful voice inside of you. Get back to your innocence, your childlike innocence of being open. Said your adult mind is going to want to stop you from doing that. It's going to want to protect you. Don't listen to that. Get in that open state, and that's when you start receiving that love that you want. Those good relationships that you want. It'll come in. That good stuff will come in. It doesn't come in when we're closed down. We block it off. Whew, it's so hot. What should our focus be on for our highest good? Ooh. So, being of service to people, not judging ourselves for that. The picture that I was getting then, sometimes you have to give people harsh truth. Sometimes you have to say no to people. Sometimes you have to be quite forceful with people. Sometimes you have to tell people some uncomfortable truths. Sometimes the loving thing to do doesn't appear loving on the surface because it's not nice. It's not the nice thing to do, but it's the right thing to do, and it is really deeply loving. Sometimes, say if somebody asks to borrow some money and they're just so in victim mode all the time and they're not getting themselves a job and stuff like that, the loving thing wouldn't be to give them some money. It would be to say to them, get yourself a job. Come on, wash your face, and then go get yourself a job. Because they're going to feel better about themselves if they do that. They'll get their own money, which will make them feel better. It'll just be better for them in every way. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. So be of service to people. Don't judge yourself for it. Say the right thing. This is like do the tough love if you have to. Do the right thing. Because if you're just trying to please people, if you're just trying to tell people what they want to hear so that they'll be nice to you, you're not really being of service to people. This is a call to kind of don't be an enabler or a people pleaser or codependent, anything like that. Actually, do what's best for you and do what's best for the other person. Actually, be of service to them properly. Give service to them properly. It's like my readings. Sometimes they're jarring. Sometimes they've got some real harsh truths in there. Some people are scared of getting my readings because of that. But it's the right thing to say. It's the right thing to say. It's the right service to provide. I make a lot of people cry as well, in a good way. Sometimes tears of joy, but a lot of the time it's tears of release. And I know I do that, but it's still the right thing to do, right? It's still the right thing to do. And so let your focus today be of truly being of service to each other, not judging it, not trying to people please, not trying to, because that's really selfish, trying to people please. That's like, I just want people to be nice to me, so I'm not going to be truly of service to them. I'm not going to tell them the truth. I'm just going to say whatever gets me the best response from them. That's not the loving thing to do. It's not truly being of service. So there you go. That's the focus for today. Any more guidance for today? Mirror reflections, mirror reflections. People around us, they reflect back to ourselves, especially those people that trigger us. Mostly those people that trigger us, they're a mirror reflection of ourselves, right? And so if somebody is doing something and you're irritated by them, you've got that same thing within you too. And this is saying, like, be cool about that. Gentle, quieted heart is be cool about that. Kind of, you got to be humble to accept that. Sometimes I call it the ugly mirror. Like, I used to have a drinking problem. I used to drink way too much, way too often. I kind of lent on it for to get over social anxiety, but it was very much a habit, and it kept me around the wrong kind of people for me. Kept me in places. It kept me wasting my time and my energy. But what happened is, as I was breaking free of that, when I was in that transition stage of breaking free of it, I had the most extreme friends then, the most extreme alcoholic friends. And I would be always like judging them in my head, but they were the ugly mirror to me. The mirror that show, like the magnifying mirror, the one that shows all your pores and all your spots. It's the high definition mirror. Um, it's the one that shows your ugliness. It's the ugly mirror, the mirror reflection to an extreme level of what I was doing to myself. And I could see it clearly in them because they were doing extreme. But it took a lot of self-honesty and humility to realize it's actually me that's annoying myself. It's me not looking after myself in this same way. And so ugly mirrors today, just be okay about that. Have some humility, be gentle with yourself, and say, okay, this is about me, it's not about them. It's about me and not about them. There you go. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? And what else? Oh yeah, it could still be the weekend when you're watching this. And so booking for one of those. Your next steps reading. There will be half price for you. Have an awesome day. See you tomorrow. Bye.